Okay, guys, we're going to look at pound JPY for the squad. Now, we were also tracking the US JPY. Now, bear with me. I just need to drop an order into this. Okay. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm looking for the break of this particular market to then push down. I'm going to watch it on a 15-minute chart. And I want to trail the candles up to then sell it. Let me kind of explain a little bit as to what's going on and why I'm doing it, sort of thing, for those who've never seen me before. I moderate this, and up in the bulls and bears, this is a Discord. Come in, we'll talk to each other. I keep an update of what's going on. Now, I'll show you this in just a second. And I'm tracking these two products, and as you can see, just before 3 o'clock, this one, which is what I've been tracking all day, which has been a bit horrid today. So the answer is very simple: stay out of it, and just track it till it becomes ready. But this one was a bit awful this morning, but now it's not so bad. All right, but I'll go through that in a moment. Okay, but up here, and the guys were having a little bit of a chat as to what's going on. Said he couldn't get a gauge on pound JP. Okay. And they're having a bit of a chat, one thing, and yeah, it's crunched in, it's not very good. And I said I'd check it when I get back. Well, here I am checking it, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the guys. Now, why did I put the order under here? Well, it's because the markets oscillate all the time. And I always want the market to come to me rather than me chase the market. If you're running around like a lunatic, well, let's put it this way, the market will win. So my next part of this is, now I've got that in place, what kind of target am I after? I'm after 18 pips. So I'll just drag that back here a second. So that'll do, okay? Why 18 pips? Because it's what the market's willing to give me. And I'm working between this arena, so I want to be well away from this level. So it's got plenty of room to spike in, cover the spread, give me the profit that I'm after. So that's that bit, okay? Now, if I pull this over into shot, just so you can kind of see it, okay? Right, just drop that down a little bit so we can see it all, okay? What we have is a list of products that I trade on a regular basis, and the pound JPY is one of them, and it has a current ATR of 166. Now it's a B trade, so I'm looking for just a steadier the road trade, okay, and that comes from here. All right, so we know the deeper trend is bull, so the bigger market is buying, but it seems to have been wanting to sell today. It also told me to wait. Okay, and then I've got the red light, green light in its favor as well, which is a secondary confirmation. Excellent. All right, so I've got that in my favor. But then what? Well, look at the strengths. Well, the pound and the JP are actually sitting on top of each other, and the change of strength is identical. So there's no movement really from yesterday. So when little Casper was saying he saw a similar thing yesterday, that explains why. They're sitting on top of each other, and there's a bit of a jostle for a fight as to who's going to win. Now, it could go either way because they're so close together. But the dynamics of the chart are saying more to the downside. So that's what this is. It's okay. So if this is to the downside, why is it to the downside? Well, let's have a little look. Step it out to an hour. Get rid of these little bad boys, so we can see. You've got a big pull up here. It's pushed down and it's pushed up, but it didn't get any higher than that. Pushed down, pushed up, didn't get any higher than that. So it's genuinely moving down on itself. Now, if we're looking at a bigger fib, because there's fibs inside of fibs here, but we've got a definitive top there, got a definitive bottom here. Where would this have a chance to be looking to get to? Well, if I push that up there, If it breaks the key area, which is a 23, which is there, that marries up with a weekly high time frame level. Okay, so that marries up. This one marries up with this down here. So therefore, this zone is well in attraction. And if that's pulled up and it's breaking this here, its next order is down there, marries up with these clusters. All I've got to do is have a sensible target in between them, which is there, and just follow the price up and let it roll over to slam back down. Simple premise, guys. Simple premise. You know, it's all about chart reading, because there isn't such a thing, and you see it all the time. I got a super system, right? Well, you might have, but all systems work, all of them. Whether it's a moving average, whether it's an oscillator, you just got to know when to apply it. Now, in this case, if I went straight to market just because there was an RSI cross or whatever, I'd be struggling. But these levels hold price, and they hold a lot of weight as well. So get rid of them. So all I have to do is just let that close in a couple of minutes. Well, it's that high up. You could even just pull that to there. Now I'm only after that. I'm not going to adjust the target. Doesn't have to work as hard. And that's the beauty of following candles. Follow it up, it'll exhaust, and then thump, down it'll come. And it'll give you the money. All right. So that's the premise of this trade. As to the USJPY, again, it's kind of all over the place. It's a little bit difficult to read. We were sort of sorting this out this morning. It's come down, it's pushed up, it's failed, it's come down, it's failing, it's pushing up. It's just a bit horrible at the moment. So I want to see something a bit more substantial. But the other side of it is I like to trade one asset at a time. And the better of the two happens to be this one. So that's it. So let's play it out, and I'll come back at the end, and I'm doing this for the guys in the squad. Okay, Phil and Casp, that was done for you. And for those who didn't see the sort of homework behind it, etc. That trade, although it lasted about 30 minutes, if that, was about 2.5 hours in the making. A lot of work in the background. Planning it. Is it ready? Yes, no. Leave it alone. Wait. Is it ready? Yes, no. Wait. And then that's it. So let's have a look. Just get my tickets off. Make certain I've got no tickets running. And there you go. 91 quid in 30 minutes. Now, I always tip my toe into the market as I go into trade. And the reason why I do that is very simple. And I'm pulled on it all the time. I don't really understand why, because it's my way of trading. You trade your way. Don't fucking bother me. All right? But I go in slowly, because then I can build a position if I need to. Now, if it goes tits up against me, fine. I wasn't fully exposed in the first place, so it doesn't matter. But if I start to add into it and I decide to add into it, again, my exposure is less. So a lot of the time, it's always, I kind of call it trading on the back foot, because I'm very defensive in the way I trade. I wait for the setups. I'm very patient for that. Like I say, this is hours in the waiting. I don't just switch the machine on and go, give me a trade. I'll switch the machine on. I'll look for the best market and think that's the market. So what I'm actually doing when I switch the thing on is give me a market, not give me a trade. And then from there, I'll drill it into just a couple of products, and then I'll track them through the day. And the one that I think is the best, I'll stick with. I'll delete the others off, and I'll hone all my attention into one. A bit like what I started here. I had two to choose from, USD and pound. The better of the two was the pound. So just didn't bother with the USD anymore. All the attention went into the pound. And then you just move your way through, systematically through the time frames, get a good understanding of what the market's up to, and then put an entry in. Now, your entry is not important. Everybody looks for the entry. Why? Most of the time you get it wrong anyway. So all you need is the direction. You get that direction right, and you've got a good idea where it's going over the next hour to 2 hours. That's more important, because you get the direction right, it'll forgive the entry. But you get the entry wrong, it won't forgive the direction. There's a different or kind of train of thought, you know, because you might enter at the bottom of the market, top of the market, whatever. But if the direction is right, then you're all right, you know, or something like that anyway. Top and bottom of it is get the direction right, it'll forgive the entry. So there you go, boys. Did that for you. And it's just backing up what I talk about in the lives and kind of show you on a regular basis. So all these videos are for. So to the next one. Catch you soon.